had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life.
I had a dream the other night. And in my dream, I was singing about back when me and old King were kids. Then for some strange reason, old Moxley's kids were in my dream, running down the path with me and King. The next thing I know, Moxley and one of his sons were in Trishan.
Doc got that wrong. I actually took all of my kids with me. Alright, boys, y'all better keep up with me now. I ain't gonna wait for you.
Seemed like they had a good time. I don't know if they called it anything or not. I know one of his kids there was covering smack through the fishing pole.
Alright, you better get on there, fish. You better get on there now. I'm telling you right now, you better take my bait right now.
Then everything flashed to a bar, and get this, I was the bartender, serving months like my Jack.
Hey, Doc, you think you can hit me up one of them shots of Jack Daniels? Come on here, barkeep. Let's get it going.
And my drink ended with me and King and Moxley in my kitchen, and Mr. Molehill was eating a bologna sandwich, and he didn't even offer me and King not eating one little bite. That ain't right. It just ain't right. Wow. But a damn dream. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, darling. Well, hi. Nice to see you. Well, it's been a long time since I've been here. There's been our boys hanging out, you know. Oh, King, I got a joke to tell you, man. Well, what's your joke? Why is it a bad thing to iron a full-leaf clover? I don't know. Well, King, you're not supposed to press your luck, that's why. Those bad jokes, I can't help myself. That's all I know, man, are dad jokes. Hello. It is a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing, crazy place, a crazy world. I know that you've been all tied up and everything, and I know today's the first day I've actually seen you in what, almost 2 weeks? Yeah, man, I've been to visit with my boys. Yeah. You know, when you called me the other day and I didn't take your call, that's because I was on Mr. Bonequest's channel, and I was one of his moderators. Okay. And that's the reason why I texted you back that I was busy. I didn't know that, man. I thought I might have pissed you off or something. Nah, man, ain't none of that. You know that. Well, okay. I tell you, I've got all prepared to grovel and get on my knees and everything. I mean, to bath. So, I know you, being busy and everything, and, I know you ain't watched nothing. No, I hadn't had a chance to call up on anything yet. So, can I bring you up to speed just a little, please, dear? So, the one young YouTuber, the one young content creator, he went and he put out a video, and there was some allegations in this here video against me. No, not against you. He don't even know you, man. That's a good thing, I reckon. I reckon so, but if he did know you, he may make an allegation against you how you cheat our old maid. Look, and I told you we ain't talking about that no more. So, but these allegations are pretty serious. And, They involve all girls' sister. Is this the same guy who spits a lot who's making these jokes? Making them allegations. Thinking of who? Spitter, the one who spits germs. Oh, the allegations I made against him. Boy, it wasn't him making the allegations. No. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I've had to get you called up. It's me, you do, man. It's been these 2 weeks since time. Sometimes feel like it's been a year. I'm telling you. So, there was, like I said, there were some allegations. I'm not going to say what these allegations are because most everybody's already heard it except you. Right. And, but there seems to be something that's like, I'm kind of confused, or maybe confused isn't the word because I'm always confused. I am. Old boy there say he didn't know and he heard what these allegations are, but apparently I think he does know. Because I kind of watched a little bit of his live last night. And he was making out like he kind of knew what it was about, but he didn't come out and say it. He won't own up to her. No, because these are some serious allegations. Oh, you're very serious. Yeah. But like I said, most everybody out there knows. I do believe that. I was going to. I thought I had pushed the cord on the screen recorder, and I was making myself a fried egg sandwich last night, and maybe I didn't click it, so it didn't record because I was going to play it back for you. I would have loved to have seen it, Jay. Okay, well, do you want to know what's going on in the world of YouTube or what? Yeah, man, because I hadn't had a chance to look at it or anything here of late. Well, I said about those allegations. Serious. Yep. Well, old boy there was defending himself to something that he said he hadn't seen nor heard. Wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me that the spitter, yes, is defending something he says he has no knowledge of? Trick. Well, that's about as dumb as it can be. What? How do he thinks he knows? Oh, yeah? Yeah. Because if you say you don't know what's been said or put out there, why are you defending yourself? And let me tell you what. He was vivid, he was mad, and it was kind of funny and watching him get twisted in that chair. Lord have mercy. Yeah, he's talking about bringing 2 more people into this here lawsuit. See, here we go back to, if you don't say nothing nice about me, I'm going to sue you for defamation. Right. Well, I know people say not nice things about me, and it don't bother me none. Right, at least they remember me. Exactly, at least you're going to know my name, right? So, I just can't get past that confusion. Why would you defend yourself so adamantly? And then in the same breath, you're going to say you ain't heard it and you ain't seen me. That's just plum stupid. Crazy, yes. Now, Jonathan says something to the effect. Now, y'all out there correct me if I'm wrong, but he said he didn't care if it was family or if it was a blood relation. He was going to sue him. Homeboy's going to sue crazy. Yeah. Old girl there said he was sue happy and something else. I went to go back this morning. I was going to screen record it this morning before I came and docked you for your doctor's appointment, which we'll get into in a minute. Right. And I was like, why get it screen record? And that's when I was like, oh man, I guess I didn't click it. And I kind of fast forward through the brothers that he spews every day. Right. I got to about to where I thought the last 20 minutes was at. Old boy there edited out when old girl got hot and she basically told him, yes, you happy? And I was putting a thing, happy birthday to you, until you said you were going to sue my whole family. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jane. Let's just back this truck up a little bit. He told his girl, that he was going to sue her family. Whew. Body ballsy up, that's all I got to say. Pretty much. He's got bigger cojones than I do. I wouldn't say that in front of my girlfriend or my wife, or no. And you can tell there's a lot of trouble in paradise. You know, she's left him a couple of times, right? Because of the way he is. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that there. Yeah. I'm wondering if she's gonna up and leave him another time and just not come back. You know, it would be smart of her if she did. You know, I'm gonna tell you straight up, King. If someone had done me the way that she's been done, I wouldn't be around. But now, hold up now. Remember, I always said there's 3 sides to every story. There's yours, there's mine, and then there's the truth. Exactly. So, but she's not absolved of her involvement with hurting that family. No, but she'll never absolve that. Ever. Because from what he has said in his deposition, that old girl there, she's responsible for the thumbnail. She's responsible for the editing. She's responsible for the titles. She takes care of all of that. So he's already tossed her behind under the bus. She's going to be the first speed bump. Now, the one thing, she could have left a long time ago. Yeah. But she held out. And I think the reason why, now this is just my opinion, solely my opinion. Do you think he's got something over her? I do, but I also think that they both share a common denominator. And that denominator is greed. Oh, the green-eyed monster. Greed, jealousy, all of that. Yeah, you know, greed's one of the 7 deadly sins. I know. But can we agree upon that would be the only reason why a woman would stay in a relationship with some man who claims to have all of this money. Right. Because she's looking to get her hooks in. So I don't know the whole story, right? But from the outside looking in, that's where I see they have put themselves on public display. And if you're going to do something like that, and you'll put yourself out there in the public, you better have a clean background. You better be clean all the way around. And even if you're not, that you're going to come up and you're going to tell people, look, if you go look me up and I lived in, I don't know, Wichita, you would find this, and this. You'd find a speeding ticket, or you might find a couple of speeding tickets. But you would, you got to be honest with your fan base, with your viewers, your listeners. Slavel, absolutely. I mean, that's your meat and potatoes right there. If you ain't being true with those who quote unquote support you, then what the hell? Because if it's a speeding ticket or what have you, it doesn't matter. If you're not honest about it, then you just lied. You didn't tell the truth, right? And this boy constantly lies. He lies about having money. He lies about he's perpetuated a whole series of lies. And all of these lies are coming back to bite him in his butt Be like my ex-wife used to say, he lies like a cheap rug. I would suppose he's got cheap stuff. I don't know. He sells cheap stuff on that one thing. I don't like saying, yeah, I wouldn't look at that thing, and you're 1,000% right. I wouldn't pay a penny for it. Doesn't that look like something you would find in somebody's trash along the side of the road on garbage day? It really does. You know, and look at how much money he made them. What? He always is begging for money for his stable fees. So if you got all this money, why would you beg for money for your stable fees? That don't make no sense to me. Now, if I'm not, but if I was one of his subscribers, and he's putting out there that my legal fees are now worth over, I do believe they're over $300,000. Oh, God. Why would you beg if you say that you got all this money and you have boasted yourself? You have inflated yourself to your viewers. You're making yourself out to be something you're not. Oh, I got money. Oh, I've got this. Look at my properties. Look at this. Look at that. But yet I need you to help me. But, you know, I don't know if you listened to my last one I put out, dude. And I had said, why do you need that money for your bills? Your subscribers, your viewers, your members, that's not been legal fee. No, that's not their place to pay for your legal fees when you got yourself in a situation. Because he created this whole scenario. Yep. Why wouldn't you do that? Common denominator, greed. Try to get on views, try to get on clicks. Yeah, man. So that's not like, doing doing something for a good cause. But that's totally different than to only benefit yourself. You know, I'm quite sure he is up to his eyeballs in debt. Oh, no doubt. Okay? So if he's up to his eyeballs in debt, all of those super chats and the super stickers and the head thing, people mail him money, doc, to get it in the mail. Gracious. They send him cold, hard cash. Okay? So all of this money he's gotten, they ain't paid for no legal fees. Where the heck did the money come from for those 2 new condos? Who bought those 2 new condos? Well, I can tell you exactly who did that. It's members and subscribers. Exactly. Maybe all of this is finally coming to an head. There's a lot of inaccuracies going on. No, this is just me here, King. But if I were to tell everybody I got a lot of damn money, I would not go then and ask these people for money because, for one, it's going to make you look like a fake. Yeah. It's going to make you look like a grifter. Yes. And I would be too embarrassed. That's just me. I don't think he gets embarrassed. I think what he does is he blows up and he becomes defensive and then he turns the script. He'll flip the script. Yeah. And it's all just part of deflect to. It's all part of trying to put out the fires before they really start to burn. And you better watch out, his ass won't get your back. Well, I think it's probably almost there. So, I just want to say we're probably going to put out another one this week because there's just a lot to digest here. There's a lot to take in. It's a lot to try and make sense of. So I took Doc to his doctor's appointment today. Yep. Have they released you yet? No, sir, not of yet. Well, why not? Well, they told me they want to see me again in 3 more weeks. Man, you ain't never going to get back behind the wheel of that damn car and go on a long loop trip now, are you? That's the way it's looking, me. That's the way it's looking. Feeling that I'm just about fed up going to a doctor. Yeah. You know, you been having trouble with the VA too, ain't you? Oh, have I ever. There's always the hurry up and wait. Well, you know, that's the military motto. Oh, yeah. So, I took off for 5 days. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, and I just needed to get away and do some reflection and get my head where it needed to be, because for so long it hadn't been where it needed to be. And the move was rather quickly, and closed really early on the house. And, you know, it was, I think it was 28 days. And normal closings can be anywhere up to 45. You can ask for an extension on your closing. And so that all happened. It was like a whirlwind. I knew I wanted to move, but I didn't want to move until this summer. But I couldn't pass up the deal on the house because it was a good deal. So you got your old good. I heard you got all your chicken thing. You got two new coops, right? Oh yeah, I do. I'm looking at build a larger chicken farm. Oh, some of that property that I bought. Okay, are you gonna have those eating chickens? Well, I have some of them on me eating chicken. Most of them is gonna be laying chicken, but I'm gonna end up hooking up with one of the companies that produces. Okay. All right. Did you enjoy your time with the voice? Oh, let me tell you, we had a great time. What it really did, with a lot of reflecting back on our times in the military deal. Stupid domestic studio. I bet. I don't know what you mean, because you're still stupid. What? Well, of course I am. Your antics are silly. So let me ask you, did you tell the boys about your molehills? No, I did. So you told some old Moxley tales out there? I did. And it was quite entertaining, to say the least. I bet you would have liked at that party. Well, I tried to be. You know me, I always say a party starts when I get there. So, did you have anything exciting happen? Yeah, we went to the firing range, and one of the old boys there that was with us, back when we were in the Army together, he was a really sharp shooter. Now, he could hit the wings off on that. But when we went to the range, I swear old boy could hit the target to save his life. Why? But his glasses, man, I swear, his lens on his glasses were at least 3 inches thick. Oh, my word. His glasses stuck out farther than his nose did. Oh, man. Coke bottle glasses? Exactly. I hope you don't mind that I bring Boss Lady up here. I know she keeps Aunt B company. Yeah, and below the old pieces. I know. It's just, crazy. So how is Aunt B doing? Those two are awfully quiet in the other room. But she's doing okay. You know, she's on open age. Oh, you know. But she's a good girl. Yeah, old Boss Lady, she's only 4. Yeah. Yes, but she still thinks she's a puppy. You know, I have had to buy a new pair of tennis shoes and a new pair of flip-flops because that dog has put her little teeth marks in my shoes. Well, you think that's something? I was missing that bee the other day. I looked around, I looked, I couldn't find her. And finally, the last place I looked was my laundry room. And there sits Aunt B in the middle of a laundry room, chewing on my underwear. Oh, my word. Oh, man. I said, girl who don't know where they be. Oh, man. Oh, my word. Is this a crazy girl? I need to get her some chew toys. Another right. She keeps that on. I'm going to have to go commando for that. Well, oh, my word. Oh, man. So, you said your next doctor's appointment's in 3 weeks. Yep. So, I'll be back up here in 3 weeks. Yep. So, you got anything planned between now and 3 weeks? In 2 weeks. One of the guys that was up here, me and plan on meeting up. Just going some fishing and all. You want to do with us? Sure. As long as you get good bait this time. Always get good bait. Moxley has the best. Have he showed up whipping in your plans for your farm? Oh, Moxley? Yeah. You know, I haven't seen that old joker in a little while. Maybe y'all scared him off now, man. I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if Aunt B kind of like, had a hold at him. Maybe, yeah. I see a little hammer out there in the yard the other day. With a Moxley hammer. I don't know if he got pissed off and threw it out of his hole, and I don't know what. All I know, Joe, is a hammer and no Moxley. You think maybe Aunt B stuck her nose in his house? More than likely. She loves doing stuff like that, Well, yeah. She got, she's probably, I guess, sniffing him out, and she said, you don't belong here, and you probably threw his hammer at her. You know what up it is, what up. Poor Moxley. I need to go out there and talk. Go one day, see if I can get him up to this type of conversation. Also, oh, man. So on that note, everybody, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in and listen. And by all means, everybody, you are more than welcome, and you freely express your opinions. I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody that their opinion is wrong and ours is right. Right. Because we all are different to you. Because if we weren't different, this would be a very, very boring world. So everybody, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Love one another. Smile. Enjoy life. And dance like nobody's looking at you because Dr. Barry. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. See you. We'll see you.